2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the exciting season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's great to have you north of the border this week. It's the opening round action of the RBC Canadian Open. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey, alongside in the booth is Rich Beam. It's great to have your company on 2K Sports, but following all the action out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. Let's get out to the action. And Rich, before we get into all the action for this Canadian Open, just a few words on the wonderful St George's Country Club.
Boy, it's this is one of those places you love to come to. It's just one of those old school golf courses, over 100 years old, designed by the famous Stanley Thompson, right downtown city of Toronto, but it's got such this old world feel about it. It wouldn't be so different than like a winged foot type golf course with that kind of setting. It's just old school, and when you come there, you know it. There's not a lot of modern things about it, and that's not saying anything bad about it. It's so old school that you're going to find penalizing rough. You're going to find small rock hard greens. That they're going to put a premium on pars. It's just one of those golf courses you can't wait to get to because you don't see them built like this anymore. It's such a treat to be at.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Rich, the second hole here at St George's Golf and Country Club, a long, strong par 4.
It is just around the 475-yard mark. This fairway does slope significantly left to right, so the drives can easily find that fairway bunker down the right-hand side.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 14-footer. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
You can be positive with this because it's up the hill and moving left to right.
So close. Big putt for par coming up. And that putt will drop. Well done. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par. The first of our par 3s at St George's Golf and Country Club. Beautiful looking par 3.
Yes, a narrow green, but very deep bunkers surrounding it on both sides. This is a heck of a par 3.
Oh, that sounded absolutely flushed. Yeah, nicely played. Why don't we catch up with our man in the hot seat, Tiger Woods?
He's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Might need to get the feel back on the putting green. This is a par putt. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Oh, that's a clutch par. The first of the par 5s is the fourth hole, Rich.
Yes, this hole used to be a par 4, but was extended back in 1968 for the Canadian Open. It's a nice opportunity here to get a stroke back after the opening 3 holes, but watch out. This fairway gets tough to find with the slope that moves it from right to left. Landing area gets very narrow.
Setting up here, looking at an elevated green. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Well, that's beautifully judged. And he's down there. You got a read?
This one is breaking left to right.
Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And that will take him now to 1 under for the event.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The 5th hole at St George's is a par 4, Rich.
It is. It plays downhill into a valley that kind of moves away from the tee box. So you should see players hit it down there with some distance, leaving a short second shot.
Oh, that was a big bounce forward. This one's got some legs on it. And taking aim from around 100 yards here. 5 shots off the lead.
This one is chewing fiber.
And he's hit that inside the range. He's got this putt to break inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. Oh, look who's getting on a roll now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
The 6th hole requires a strong tee shot here at this par 3.
This hole can play anywhere from 170 to 200 plus there, Luke. Don't miss it right or left, though. Those bunkers are nasty.
Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. And this putt to move into the top 10.
Looking nice.
Has it got enough pace?
No, cannot.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. He's in a share of 15th place here. We've arrived now at the 7th in the par 4.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
From about 100 yards. Currently 4 shots off the pace. This is some ball striking. Hitting greens in regulation, it's a thing of beauty.
It has been fantastic to watch all week long. This player is dialed in.
And as we look at the leaderboard, our player out in front is leading by 1. Reached the 8th hole, par 3 here at St. George's. What a great looking hole it is.
Wow, this is a really cool little par 3. The green is not very wide, but it funnels in from both sides. However, you just can't afford to miss it short left in that bunker. That is a huge no-no. Four left.
Strategically using the downslope. I like it.
Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
A tricky little slider here. Downhill, moving to the left.
He's going to like the look of this one. That'll be inside the circle of friendship.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Now 3 strokes back after that hole. On the tee of the par 5 9th. Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Taking aim from about 180 yards here. Only a few shots off the pace.
All right, clubbing up.
Pretty good shot there.
Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd. Well, how good's that for the Eagle? Currently 5 under for the day.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The second 9 at St. George's, Rich, starts with a short. Do they go and try and drive that ravine?
If they do, they might want to be careful and not miss it to the left. The left-hand side of the fairway, the plateau there, the ball will kick hard to the left and could find that bunker, leaving you about a 60, 70-yard bunker shot. No, thank you.
Oh, are we going to see this go?
Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
Oh, right by the hole. Let's return to live play now. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And now he'll move to 6 under for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The first of the back 9 par 5s is the 11th.
And this hole we could call what, serpentine maybe, Luke? Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. However, don't get bit and leave it short right in that bunker off the tee, because you will be rattled.
This is his second shot. 2 strokes off the lead. Going with the 7. He has about 14 feet to the hole.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
Ooh, nice line. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will take him to 8 under. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole. Hey, that's golf, isn't it? You get some good breaks and some bad ones.
Yeah, nice from the rough. No, that was really nice, especially from that lie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Hole number 13, a par 3. Wow, what a shot.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
This putt to get to double digits under the card. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
Will it find the grass? Just barely snuck into the first cut. Second shot here on the 14th hole.
And from the rough too. This is looking nice.
John, have you got a good read on this one?
It's got to go uphill and to the right, it seems.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. What a putt that was. Time to take a look at the leaderboard, and it's a 4-stroke buffer for our leader. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th. That's not a bad outcome. I know it's not on the fairway, but it'll do. Johnny Mac, what's the news?
Hey guys, I'm over here on the 9th. This is Tony Finau's next shot.
Oh, what a shot. Mark it down as an eagle. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. Still a chance to attack this hole from the first cut. Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Around 42 feet from the center of the hole. Starting this one way out to the left. Watch this break.
Whoa, back there, horsey. A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. As we head down the finishing stretch here, Rich, if you want to win a national championship, you've got to step up. First hole, the 16th, a very good par 3.
This is the most difficult par 3 on the golf course by a long shot. Stanley Thompson added some bunkers to the rear of this green just to make the golfers accountable for their distance control. That's just mean.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Ooh, little downhill left to righter here.
Yeah, just had a little bit too much speed on that putt. This putt is of 9 feet.
This one is for par.
He's leading by 5 shots as we head to the next hole. Couple of strong par 4s to finish here at Stanley Thompson's masterpiece, St George's. Very good par 4, the 17th.
It is. It started off as a par 5 and now just plays as an enormous par 4. Fairway does camber pretty good from right to left, so you got to challenge that bunker down the right-hand side off the tee.
Playing from around 150 yards here. This one is headed to the right. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Oh, that almost went in. And that should secure the par on this one. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The finishing hole at St George's Golf and Country Club, Rich, is a strong par 4.
It certainly is that. It was originally a par 5 as well. It's converted to a long par 4 to make it a little bit more challenging for the Canadian Open. Plays uphill all the way to a steep green. And the beauty of this hole, Luke, is the magnificent clubhouse in the background.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
That one raced by. Bit of work coming back. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. And Rich, I could see you on the edge of your seat all day. It really was one of those cliffhanger performances. This player has a slender lead.
Absolutely, Luke. You always want to have the biggest lead possible, but I gotta say, one stroke is better than none.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, we crown a champion of one of the most historic tournaments in all of golf. It's time for the final round of the RBC Canadian Open. Luke Elvey here, welcome back. We're delighted you've joined us. Okay, Rich, final round here, and our featured player is in the lead. But there's also Tony Finau right there, just lurking close behind.
Yeah, he's out there today, 3-stroke lead, final round. Boy, that's a pretty good number to be ahead, but I promise you want to get that lead to 4 and 5 as quickly as you possibly can. He's got to come out there and fire on all cylinders early.
Can't wait to get into the action. Let's get down to the first hole. It's been some impressive play to date, but the question remains, will he defend that lead heading down the stretch? Okay, ball's in the air. Let's see how this round plays out. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Good mid-range putt, this one. An 18-footer. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
I think this is going to move pretty hard left to right.
Just a little bit of a misread right there. He's going to need to sink this next one, though, to limit the damage with the bogey.
And a quick look at the leaderboard has this player currently in first spot, with Tony Finau second. And over to the second we go, and it's a par 4. This looks to be heading for the cut stuff. He's setting up for his second shot.
The breeze is moving left to right up there. Nothing good out on the right-hand side, Luke. This headed for trouble.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. And he needs this to save par. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
About 26 feet from here, I'd say.
This one's come off the blade pretty nicely. Oh, just missed the par. That'll be a drop shot on this hole. And that's a couple of bogeys on the bounce, I'm afraid.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Here we are at the third hole, a par 3.
That swing reminded me of smooth jazz. Great rhythm.
We're now out on the ground. John McCarthy has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
I think this one's moving right to left.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. As we update the standings, our featured player leads with the Viking, Victor Hovland, right behind them. Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4. Bit disappointing, that one. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Those fairway bunkers, they can be tricky. Tougher shot in golf. This would be a great up and down. That was a little bit too much power. Putting for a par here. Yeah, nicely holed. That's a good fight back.
After driving it in the bunker off the tee, that's a formidable score right there.
And catching up with the action, our player is currently tied for top spot alongside Victor Hovland. That looks to be a fairway finder to me.
8 days a week, that rhythm works.
Second shot here on the 5th.
All right, he's going with a little extra club, gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout. In this wind, what that says to me is he struck that good.
Putting for birdie. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Time to tee off at the 6th.
This hole can play anywhere from 170 to 200 plus there, Luke. Don't miss it right or left, though. Those bunkers are nasty.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron.
Judged to perfection.
That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
He's got this one for birdie.
Currently 12 under for the event. Always positive coming off a birdie.
Could not be more perfect.
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Currently tied for the lead. This would be a great up and down. Oh, so close to a birdie. Just a short putt remaining here. And head into the next hole. This player is currently sharing the lead with Tony Finau. And we've arrived at a par 3.
The tempo there was exquisite.
Opting for the 5-iron. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. And that makes him tied for first. The 9th is a par 5. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Opting for the 4-iron here. Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt. John, have you got a read on this one?
This one's going left to right.
Ooh. Lining up the birdie putt here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. This is an exciting position, isn't it, Rich? Tied for the lead as we enter the back 9.
We're grabbing a share of the lead going into the final 9 holes. This is exciting stuff. This is exactly the position you want to be in.
Oh, that was pure. And Rich, That back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
This putt is from 14 feet.
Looking for another birdie here.
Hey, nice looking line. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
In this hole, we could call what, serpentine, maybe, Luke? Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. However, don't get bit and leave it short right in that bunker off the tee, because you will be rattled.
Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Setting up here with a very long putt. Remember, there's two important parts of a putt, line and length. Too much length on that one. This one's for birdie. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. Currently 15 under par for the event. The 12th hole is a par 4. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole.
Beautiful shot. Really managed that well in the wind.
Good putters will make these. Right on 5 feet. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Currently in first position. We have a par 3 on this one. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Lining up here from a long way away. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Gotta love a double breaker. Left to right to begin, then right to left at the end.
Looking good.
Oh, he's going to like the look of this. That's a good outcome.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
Leading by a shot after that hole. The 14th is a par 4.
Going and going and going.
Oh, that was flushed. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Oh, really leaned on that tee shot. That went forever.
Body language is everything. This player, after hitting that approach against Tiger Woods, has some pretty good body language going on right now.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Here we are at the par 5, 15th. Oh, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
Luke, that one was humongous.
This shot here from about 240 yards. Currently in the lead by a shot. It looks like he's thinking about going for the green here. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
And he's down there. You got to read.
This one, this is testing. A big right to left slope.
Come on, don't be shy.
Ooh. Putting for birdie here. Well, this player's got some courage. What a time to step up and make back-to-back birdies.
Just a small sliver of a lead. This could go any different direction down the stretch.
Tony Finau coming off a birdie on his last hole, and that takes him to 2 off the lead. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A birdie putt awaits.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Hey, that's a chance. Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. And after that hole, this player finds himself in top spot, with Tony Finau second. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A.
That drive was simply astonishing.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
And he holds another one. And he's building quite a sizable lead here. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Welcome to the par 4 18th. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader.
Absolutely massive and right down the fairway.
Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. All right, let's keep the focus here. This is to win the event. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
This one will be diving hard to the right.
That came out with some heat on it. And now a chance here to win the historic. And this proud tournament has another winner to add to its list of champions. You are looking at the RBC Canadian Open winner for this year.
And what a win it was on this spectacular St. George's Golf and Country Club. A win that could be life-changing for this player. Way to go.
And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back-to-back.
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.